Hello everybody, and welcome to Cooking Adventures with Katie, Season 2, Episode 6. We're making sushi. So, pretty much, we're on my dining table, where my dining table normally sits. I'm going to do my best to not knock the table around, and, so that way there won't be the weird, camera movements. So, what I have in front of me that you cannot see because camera angles, I have my rice cooking, so I went ahead and got that done. I got everything prepared and ready so that way it would be a simple little episode. But I have avocado and cucumber, and the cucumber, I actually have a device that you can use to cut potatoes to make french fries. So I just use that. So these are like french fry, kind of like cucumber things. The avocado, I just cut it in half, popped out the seed, and just sliced it, pulled them out, salted the inside, and had some avocado on a spoon. Also, I have my seafood. I have crab strips, imitation crab. I also have catfish, which is, I want to say, probably not a normal sushi fish, but it was either catfish or tilapia, and I don't really feel like tilapia. And then I've got salmon. Now, the catfish came already skinned and ready to go, so I just took that and cut it in strips. The salmon had skin on it, so I literally spent about 20 minutes peeling the skin off of the fish. And it looks like I've missed some scales here and there, but I did that. Yeah, I did not get cream cheese. Oh well. I'm not a big fan of the cream cheese sushi. To me, the cream cheese overpowers the flavor. So I've got my rice cooking, I've got snacks because I'm a fat kid and can't wait. I also have my my sushi paper and my water bowl. And as soon as the rice is finished, we'll have that over here. Now with the sushi rice, you want to salt and add the rice vinegar to it. If you want to add sugar, add sugar. For a sweeter sushi, yeah. So, but same as the breakfast episode the other day, salt. And just a splash of the rice vinegar. And that's pretty much it. I also have my coffee brewing right back behind the camera, and my coffee mug right there. So, yeah. Cooking Adventures with Katie, Season 2, Episode 6. We're gonna make some sushi. Alright, so let's see how well this does without having a sufficiently shaky camera. We want this to be as sturdy as possible. So, for sushi, you want your cutting board and your saran wrap. Success. So, then you take your seaweed, and I have the water for a reason, but I feel like it's to moisten up. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's what it is. All right, I remember now. So, it's been a minute since I've made some sushi. I'm gonna have to readjust the camera. So, you take your rice, still warm, and you spread it on your seaweed. So we're going to do this, and then I'm going to adjust the camera so it will be more sturdy, and then we'll make another one. And then I will leave you to your own sushi making skills, because I believe in you. So, we have our rice on our sushi. Now, this is where the fillings come in. Push this a little bit closer to me. So, I want to roll my sushi like this, so I will lay my fillings left to right. So we'll do a cucumber and then another cucumber to finish out the rest of the way. All right, and then we'll have an avocado slice across. I like avocado. Okay, and then we'll do a crab. And we'll do a salmon. And then, where the fun part comes in, at Kroger they have little wasabi tubes. So I have a wasabi tube. And I'm only gonna do just a little line across, just to give a little bit of spice for my roll. Alright. And what am I missing? That's it for this one. So, here's where the fun part comes in. Rolling your sushi. So, alright. This is also the most tricky part about the whole thing too. You want to roll it up as tight as you can. And then you put your fingers in the water to dab on the seaweed. And that will seal the sushi to each other. And so now you have a roll. Let me grab a knife so I can cut this. Alright. So let's see how this does. And hopefully nothing will topple over. That's the goal. So the knife you want is bread knives are pretty good. If you have you want a good serrated knife like that one. Now this is a little $7 knife from Kroger, but hey, it serves its purpose. If you are unsure about your cutting techniques, that is what the saran wrap is for. So my first one was kind of crappy, but there's the end piece roll. And then, after that, you just kind of cut your slices. And the more practice you get, the better you'll be at it. Stuff in general. Stop it, tiger. No. The next one I do, I'll use the saran wrap how it's supposed to be used, and we'll see if that helps any. Because it's been a minute since I've done this. Last time I made sushi was at my mom's house when the taco stuffed bell peppers, yeah, that was like the night before. Well, that's the end piece. So what I'll do is I'll wet the end up and fold it in like a coin roll. Ta-da! Alright, I'm gonna eat these and then we're gonna work on roll 2. Alright, so sushi roll number 2. Let's do this a little bit differently. We got our sushi paper. And actually, I have an idea. Let's see if getting the sushi roll wet before we put anything on it will help. So, seeing as how I do not have a sink at my disposal right here, right now, I'm going to use a basting brush with my water. Hopefully, that will moisten up the seaweed enough to serve the purpose I want it to. Seems like it. Alright, so now, rice. And also, wetting the sushi or the seaweed roll will help prevent the seaweed from tearing. Because when it's dry, it will tear. I need some more rice. Okay. And now filling things. So you get some cucumber. And I'm going to put a little bit more to the end this time around and see how much of a difference that makes. See if it makes it easier. Avocado. Crab. And let's do some catfish. And here. All right. All right. So now using the plastic, let's see how well this works. And you want your roll to be tight, because the tighter the better. More of an effective sushi roll you will have. But not so tight that your avocado comes squeegeing out the front. Oh, all right. Get some water on there to seal this end. All right. So we got a pretty solid looking sushi roll. Now, here's also where the saran wrap comes into play. Because if you have it wrapped in here, it'll make cutting easier, evidently. I agree. Okay, now, the only tedious part at this point is now I have to individually peel out the sushi pieces. Ta-da! Alright, everybody. That was the sushi episode of Cooking Pictures with Katie. Hey, look at that. Look how fast things go when things are prepared and ready. Go away. So yeah, I used a cup of sushi rice. I used one whole cucumber. I used one whole avocado. I used a whole pack of crab. I honestly don't know how many ounces the salmon and the catfish were. I just grabbed a little pack, little $4 to $5 pack, and used that. And then I have a 1 pack of the seaweed. And that's it. Oh, and there's the sesame seeds that I didn't use this time around. And then my my wasabi tube. So, yep, that's pretty much it. Otherwise, it just takes a little bit of practice and getting good at rolling some sushi. So, like, subscribe, comment. If you're slobbery, dog, if you'd like to suggest anything that you'd like to see me try and make, cool, go for it. I follow recipes very well. But if you want to see me go crazy with it, then just be like, here's a recipe! Divert. And we'll see what happens. Otherwise, yeah. Thank you guys for joining me on Season 2, Episode 6 of Cooking Adventures with Katie. We gonna make some sushi. Happy cooking.